It's the Doug Rice Show. Yeah, in Manasseh onesie. Yeah. How you doing? Doug Rice, 7 o'clock. 4:21. I survived yesterday and did, in fact, cop some herb. Thank you to my benefactor. And I gotta say, man, you gotta go through people before you find decent people. And even then, you're gonna have to wait to see who you got. I got a little saying. Good morning, one and all. How are we? We're gonna have a great, and I do mean spectacular show today. I hope each and every one of you is ready to have your minds blown. Good shit. But you never meet anyone. It's true. You meet their representatives. Takes a while before you actually meet the person you are presented with upon first discovery. I can tell you over and over and over again, it just delivers that mantra. You never meet anyone. You meet their representatives. Good Lord, take that one to the bank. How you doing? All right, so my name's Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Been doing this quite a while. Over a year, right? I mean, How did we start? Well, back in 2021, seems a lifetime ago. January 6th, I snapped on everybody, and I started doing a barrage of TikTok video after TikTok video after TikTok video after. I just started. The Trina was there. She remembers. My moderator. Today, you see me don my NASA onesie. Very unique. Can't find them too many places. I earned it. Trust it. NASA in Hebrew, as I understand it, means deceit. Right? Well, today's show, today's opening, today's narration, today's invitation into the Doug Rice Show will go about exposing the mass deceit we have all been victim to. Brothers and sisters, you don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. I have made recent discoveries, recent connections that put things into prime focus. I intend to try to break things down like a fraction. Because time is short. And I'll tell you another thing, very important to understand. The days of me being able to do this freely will be cut short. And I do mean like a knife. One day you'll see me, the next day you won't. Because they won't permit this. So we need to get this out while we can. I need to get this information to you while I can, because it's imperative. You know what the fuck we're dealing with. Hey! Wake the fuck up. Hey, do you have your Folgers? Of course you got your goddamn Folgers. It's 7:03 in the morning. You better have Folgers. That's not a good one, huh? You better have Folgers, No, I don't think so. They probably won't take that one, but eventually I'll get the call from Folgers marketing department telling me to cease and desist. I'm prepared for that. Fuck you. Won't be the first cease and desist I've gotten this year. Okay, so, to it. How's everybody doing? First, we good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? It's Thursday, right? You're seeing that weekend, right? I feel you, dog. You just go week in, week out, weekend toward the kingdom. Just remember, you're working toward the kingdom. None of this shit matters. You're working toward the kingdom. Kingdom's on its way. I mean, I could prove it to you, but you might get scared, and I don't want you to get scared. Here's what I want you to be. I want you to be informed. Let's start. First, before I begin, I want you to know something. Today, the richest man on the planet has declared war on wokeness. Now, you need to feel that. Okay? Elon Musk has set the tone for his company, which currently is embroiled in a lawsuit regarding racial disparities at the job. Well, let's see where it comes from. And I want to read this because it's a very interesting headline. Why Elon Musk believes woke mind virus and wokeness are threats to modern civilization. Now, I need you to hear that, Hebrews. The opening salvo, the shot across our bow, right between the fucking eyes. Do you feel it? Do I need to read it again? Why Elon Musk, world's richest man, believes, quote unquote, woke mind virus and, quote unquote, wokeness are, his words, threats to who? To what? Modern civilization? What's happening with modern civilization? It's a little bit confused. Elon, bruh, let me holler at you for a minute, man. You know, it's just Doug, baby. You know, I see why you being sued, partner. I hope they win. You know, you could bring this as kind of an evidentiary. We don't have to drift. Elon Musk believes woke mind virus. So what's woke mind virus? What's woke mind? You know, what's woke mind? What are you talking about, man? What's woke mind virus? When we point out that you're killing Hebrews, woke mind virus is what I do every day. Am I suffering from woke mind virus? Well, guess what? The Most High God is on the way with the cure. Here's the deal, man, wokeness. So he believes, now this is the world's richest man. You have to understand, you connect the dots. It's a psychic connective tissue, all right? I'm out here in Arizona where Tesla is just up the fucking road. And I can imagine brothers and sisters of high intellectual repute sitting at Tesla expecting not to hear anything of racist sentiment. And so, upon hearing such activity, they sue collectively. And then from the top of the heap chirps the biggest bird of them all in concert with how he promotes his brand. And what is his brand about? Anti-wokeness. And what's wokeness about? Well, just the fucking facts. That's all wokeness is about. What are you talking about? Listen, the antithesis to wokeness is sleep. So you believe being woke are threats to modern civilization. Well, let's talk about modern civilization, shall we? It seems modern civilization is going through a stall. It seems modern civilization is a bit top heavy. You know what I'm saying? You guys can't keep up with the needed production to keep yourselves in existence. And so, threats to modern civilization do not begin and end with wokeness, my friend. No. No, it's not our fault that your numbers decrease. It's not our fault that the sun is fucking you up. It's not our fault where you originate, sir. I am not to blame. You being the offspring of the incubated. Please do not take whatever is missing within you out on us. And you know I'm telling the goddamn truth. These folks are losing their collective minds. What is going on? And now from the richest of them on the planet, true a Gentile for sure, he believes that wokeness, being awake, threats to the modern civilization that they seem to not be able to sustain. No, sir, don't blame us for your demise. Let's not. But I do want Hebrews to understand that is the opening shot. That's the salvo. Thus it begins, and it begins collectively from different angles, from different directions. We have a crowding in on Negroes. So subtle, so faint, you almost can't see the fucking pivot. But I see it. And I think it's time we bring it in. Oh, folks. Now they got the wealthiest man wanting to take over Twitter to let Donald Trump back on and let the right-wing white nationalism fly. He ain't gonna care. Look how he runs Tesla. Tells you a little bit about the man, doesn't it? How does he regard the face you look at? I wonder. I wonder by his very being, does he feel somehow superior? Is it his money? Is it fame? What is it? What is it? What does he walk about rolling through that rather talented mind of his? But does he go deep enough? I've heard senators like Senator King, remember him? He talked about Europe being the centerpiece of civilization, the modern civilization that is in threat today. Well, folks, I need to tell you something. Shit's a foul. Shit's a miss. Shit's being kept from us. Certain occurrences happening on this planet from those beneath us. That is what occurred. And now as this focus comes into more focus, folks, please, listen. You know there was a flood, right? So there's a flood. The Creator put the flood. Well, everything's reflective, correct? So the flood was meant to correct what was going on. Nephilim, right? And so, if you will, after that, all of Africa, the African continent, was beautiful green, a beautiful lush garden all the way through. There was no Sahara Desert. There was no swath of entire sections of land so vast it's incomprehensible, the vast wasteness that occurred at a specific time in history. And that occurrence, that destruction of Africa, coincided with something that came from below, covering the entire northern hemisphere with mud, erasing the people, leaving the buildings which they had to destroy. So what we're talking about is a copying of almost the same kind of destruction that the Creator brought to correct pre-Diluvian times. Think of this. They all want to try to be like Mike. They all want to be like Dad, right? Moses comes up to the Egyptians, they throw down a snake, he throw down a snake. They all want to mimic. So a destructive deluge came on this planet, creating a lush and thriving Africa full of brown-skinned people doing amazing things. We know, but there had to be a correction. There had to be an adjustment. There had to be a usurping in some respect. And so there was a shift on this planet that occurred, and we have to only say from beneath, that spewed mud and sediment and soil up from the earth, destroying. You need to pay attention to this. Suddenly, folks in Europe claim Africa. They claim ownership. They come down covered from head to toe, seeking cover from the sun. Suddenly and instantaneously, sporadically, claiming ownership of a land previously that had thriving civilizations throughout its core. And now throughout its core is a desert wasteland. There are maps that show Africa before it was adjusted to receive that from above, which came from caves. Period. There is no other explanation. There were giants in those days and afterwards. These folks were above Africa as giants. And before they could accomplish whatever this global goal that's being accomplished, as we look everywhere, and the smallest in number seem to be the most in control. 16% of the global population controls the other percentage. Does that not seem odd? And where does Africa somehow become the property of Europe? How did that occur? I believe you're beginning to see a lot of deceit. And as you know, in the end of time, the end of days, there's going to be revealing of this nonsense. The folks who run shit. Do you understand? Origins matter. So, hope I painted a decent picture. Again, Africa thriving before a certain year, 10,000, 11,000, 1,100, whatever. Beautiful, lush, green civilizations throughout the entire continent that they now claim and call Africa. And suddenly, the middle of Africa becoming a wasteland, desert, mud coming up from above, a new people, no longer huge, now small, that cannot attest to the giant edifices and buildings that are all about them, buildings so monstrous and huge, these puny beings without light, without electricity, without power, could not have created such massive structures. And if you look at the comparison of individuals who would occupy those structures, they're huge. A replacement civilization occurred above us as for preparation for what we see today, which seems to be, I'm looking at nothing but European faces controlling the entire globe. How the fuck did that happen? Are you serious? What is you talking about, man? Who is you talking to? First, stop the sun. Tell you what you do before you start rubbing your fucking mouth. I see you spraying shit all trying to cover the sun. The sun is responding in kind, giving you all kinds of solar flares. I'm beginning to understand that the offspring of the incubated, my goodness, this was only for a moment. Perhaps their purpose has been served and they are needed no more. I don't know. It seems they are agitated into action and activity. They are armed, agitated, and full of angst. And for what manner? There's no one chasing anyone. There's no one doing anything I'm heard being done to others. I just don't see it. I don't see where Putin is being threatened. I don't see that. I don't see where China is being. I don't see where any of these beings that walk about talking about the threat that they see all about them, while the rest of us see none. I posted something a little earlier about how they put black towns underwater in this country. I had no idea. Countless number of black communities that instead of simply bombing from the air, they would flood to remove all traces. It's amazing how water works to cover all sin. There's something on the way. We know, a reckoning. I read it. Somebody recommended to me an apocryphal book. Very interesting. And it'll come to me, I'm sure. I believe it might be Jubilees. It talks about the revenge. It talks about the things that must be taken into account and equaled. We talk about the Creator punishing us for 400 years. if he does not hold back punishment of his chosen, of his set apart, what makes you think he's going to hold back from punishing those who abuse us? What would you do to someone abusing your children? What would you do to someone abusing your favorite child? So, how we doing? I hope everybody got that. I thought long and hard about that opening. Hey, it's only 7:20. Fucking relax. We got plenty of black news. Elon Musk, you guys need to understand what's going on. War is being declared on us. Us only and us alone. And before it's too late, before we recognize that, you'll be in one of two positions. You'll be so deeply entrenched in caucasity you won't care. You won't know. Or you'll be caught outside, a victim. And the only thing I beg of you is to bring it in, for God's sake. Look at what they're talking about. Wokeness, threats to modern civilization. Well, I'm beginning to see ancient civilization about to crawl up modern civilization's ass. And it ain't going to be pretty. Somebody tell that Elon, appreciate it. Thanks so much. Black News, 721, 21st, up. Activists look the other way as black Americans pay bloody price for BLM woke agenda, experts say. Social justice activists. So again, they're blaming the nondescript, poorly named organization for the bloody price, the woke agenda. Can you not see how quickly this will turn? Once these midterms occur, I don't know if MTG is going to make it. I was kind of looking forward to see her lose her mind with power. I don't know. This is going to be cute. But they seem to be trying to get them out of there, I guess. I didn't know. What, you trying to come to your senses now? Too late. She's already threatening to do something if you kick her out. Listen to me. They're headlong into Civil War 2.0. And as opposed to being those who fight for might and right, let me tell you something. You sit your ass down. This ain't our fight. Not this one. And they're going to go at it too. And they're going to blame us for everything that ails them. Ain't that something? After it's all over, after the dust settles, they're going to turn their attention to Negroes. And suddenly, we will be the new cause. The new reason it's all gone wrong for them. And that is when shit's going to get interesting. If you don't see it's being set up for that very thing, then you're with them. I got one talking about, what did he say? He said that as soon as he gets in office, he's going to impeach Joe Biden. And he's, what are we doing? Cast our lot in with the oppressor and get exactly what they get. You know what? Even to the very wire, you can bring it in. We're not going to hold it against you. We understand the draw, the magnetism, the attraction of it all. We understand. And up to the last moment, I invite Hebrews to bring it the fuck back in. Come to your senses and know we are not at home. Please, I don't care who you are. If you come to your senses, bring it in. Okay, there we go. This is the message for the day. All right, so 724, Black News. Let's see what's happening. They're blaming BLM for everything. I don't understand that. Okay. 3 years after a hate crime burned them down, Louisiana black churches rise from the ashes. What are you fucking talking about? What are you fucking doing? Let the ashes sit in the lots empty, never to be forgotten. What the fuck are you doing? Do you not understand that's almost like forgiving? Giving a pass. Oh, we'll build another one. You know what? I didn't like the pews anyway. All right, let me put some cushion in them something. You know, man, we can raise the money. How many people go to church? 8,000? Shh. Hey! Church! What are they doing? They burned it down. They burned it down. They burned through. No, don't even move a single timber. Let it stay there as a reminder. How dare you? Now you want to build it again? How many will they have to burn down before you get it? It's an insult. They burned it down, let it lay there. Don't even pick up the fucking ashes. Let the stench go all the way to the heavens. That's what they wish to do. And what are you going to do? Cover it over? What are you going to do? Throw a plaque on it? I hate celebrating our suffering in this place. It's just ridiculous. What are you doing? They burned it. Let it sit there. I hope it smokes for years. Let them choke on it. So, San Francisco pledged $120 million from law enforcement budgets to the black community. The devil's a lie. You can go on somewhere, partner. That didn't happen. San Francisco pledged $120 million from law enforcement budgets to the black community. And the question is, did it deliver? If we have to ask if it's got to be put on a headline, the answer is no, they didn't deliver shit. I guess my main concern is, were you expecting them to actually give you $120 million in black communities? Have you lost your collective minds? Wake up! What are you talking about? Are you still waiting for that 120 mil? I hope so. Good Lord, I hope so. All right, let's continue. I like to see Viola doing well. I love this. Everything I say black news, I get black boxes. I don't get it. Sexton blasts unserious Biden reportedly demoting qualified ATF director in favor of political parody. Oh my God. Fox News loves the word salad when they try to deliver bad racist news to us. Sexton blasts unserious Biden report. I can't believe it. So they demoted a guy from the ATF director. Biden's reported planned demotion of acting ATF Marvin. His name's Marvin. What's wrong with you? And he looked like a Marvin, dude. He cool, but man, come on, man. You gonna have that dude up there? He look, man. Take a look. Look, man. Oh man, that's a messed up. Now I'm gonna put that on my Twitter now that I got Twitter back. So yeah, that's just messed up right there. Y'all go to Rub Dicer, see this one. I mean, what's up, man? Oh, look at this. I get the fucking noise. I hate that. Yeah, come on, man. I'm just gonna put, come on. That's fucking messed up. When you see him, it might be funny. I don't know. All right, so, wow, demoting him. Qualified ATF director, black. First name, Marvin. You're done. Marvin, come here for a minute. Check. The optics, man. Listen, I need like, listen, we'll do something with you, baby, okay? Hey, don't cry. Don't fuck. Damn, that's not a good look either. Shit! Demoted. That's fucked up. Fox News, leave it to them. White state trooper charged for killing black teenager after car chase. Charged with what? Speeding? What was he charged with? Not making a complete stop and a stop. What the fuck was he charged? What are you doing? Are you gonna go through the motions again? What are you gonna do? Charge him, and what are you gonna do? What? What? Really? What are we expecting? Is this to give hope? Connecticut's Office of Inspector General announced Wednesday that a white trooper charged with manslaughter. All right. Fatally shot 19-year-old black man after car chase 2020. Where do you think that's going? Come on. Stop. I don't even want to know. It's irrelevant. It's ridiculous. And can someone please tell me why Blackish is that relevant? Is it? I mean, they are so sad to see this goddamn show go. Renew the shit. I'm sick of hearing about it. Go. Jesus. Come on, renew it. If it's that good, let it fly. Serena Williams backs startup to close black tech opportunity gap. Thanks, Serena. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's a good start. New autopsy fuels outrage over point-blank police shooting of black man. What's the autopsy fueling outrage about? We saw the video. The guy who mistakenly took himself for just an average Joe decided he was going to act a fool with police, something none of us would ever do. Stop calling him a black man, please. Come on. I mean, the tragic loss is there, but that's an immigrant dude, man. He just made a poor mistake in judgment. He thought he was at home. That's all. But what is the outrage going to be on? Well, you're going to get some money. You're going to take the money, you're going to go your way. No improvements to the condition, the attitudes towards us in the minds of police as they roam the streets, charged with somehow policing that which they have an innate fear of. I am absolutely ridiculously ungoddamned impressed. You know, they can say nothing to me, don't approach me, don't talk to me, don't ask me a fucking question, please. All I do is hurt fucking feelings, and I will not be foolish enough to move a fucking muscle with you being recorded every goddamn second. Know how to act. Give some fucking courses. You came here, and what did you think? What did you think? You thought if I work hard, I mind my business, certainly I'll get through America alive. All right, House of Black Panther Party leader Fred Hampton, now an historical landmark. Really? So you want to just kind of bask in the glow of your terror? Is that what you want to do? You just want to kind of hold it up in homage to your horrific bullshit. Is that what you're doing? So what, you gonna put some fucking velvet rope around the motherfucker, charge $1.25, come in, look at where you did what you did? Fuck you. Look, tear it down, watch the rubble, let it sit. Motherfucker ask what happened? Nothing. They seem to be sucking up to us a bit, don't they? The awards, the placements, the judicial ships, the this, the that, the this, kind of leaning toward our women a little bit, but I'm cool with that. Hey, black girl power. But it's not going to work. You've had us for 400 years, and you've gotten from us about all we're giving you. You're not getting any more. I know, right? It sucks. But look, things are afoot. No worries. Change is a-coming as we change. Chains is it coming? Get it? No? Okay. Don't care about the tragic Fred Hampton's house being a fucking historical for what? Tell me the history. You guys got fucking statues of Martin Luther King in it, of all goddamn places, Washington, D.C. Do you understand the irony of having a statue of the very man the government killed on display in the capital of that very government? Are you even like, are we too busy fucking smiling to even understand the insulting irony of that situation? The fact that they dare put a fucking statue up of the man the government admitted to murder. No? Just nothing? Is this thing on? Nothing? How can any of us smile? You just tell me, just equal that real quick. Just boom, but they put a statue. First one looked like an Asian guy for some reason. That's what they said. So they took it down and they put another one, and it was, so they have it twice, paid somebody massive amount of money. The government. Now they gave Mrs. King $1. Still grinning? You like this place? All right, let's continue. I don't want to get in a K-hole. All right, so as we continue, 7:35, got the full screen, so I'm looking over there for the time. 1 in 10 black children in America are separated from their parents by the child welfare system. A book torn apart by Dorothy Roberts, professor of law, sociology, civil rights, University of Pennsylvania, has penned a publication I would absolutely recommend. Of course, one only need to read the title of the book to understand that that's just how it fucking is. I mean, they've been ripping children from parents since we fucking got here. Let's continue. Group aims to create jobs for black people without college degrees. Oh, do you now? You're going to advertise that shit, so brothers don't even need to try. Don't even go. You just keep the working class, blue collar work. We need the blue collar workers as close to blue as possible. Is that it? Really? I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And it says 110 consists of leaders from Fortune 500 companies with the goal of creating 1 million jobs during 10 years for black people without college degrees. Of course, now, the idea that culminated in that brain was backed by some sort of degree. I'm pretty sure that, it wasn't a non-college grad that came up with that and decided to put in front of them. So in that genius, just keep as many workers as dumb and as uneducated as possible, and let's give them jobs and continue our wealth and generational wealth. Yeah? You go ahead. I don't get it. All right, feds won't charge ex-Chicago police officer in 2014 of shooting of black teen. Well, of course they won't. Why would they? Why would the feds charge an ex-Chicago police officer of shooting a black teen in 2014 or any year? Okay, let's just keep going. Yeah, look, folks, it just keeps giving. It just keeps giving. The headlines just keep giving. Listen, where are you from? Where'd you come from? How'd you get here? Now listen, I didn't come here in the hopes and dreams of finding a better life for my family. I didn't do the run that I saw there, running for the land, far and away with Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, where they run for land and they just got to stake the land. This is how hard they work for thousands of acres of now generationally wealthy families owning. They ran for the land and they hit the stake and then they own 7,000 acres of property. Okay, so that was back then. Then Martin Luther King, the guy they murdered, Martin Luther King talked about just land grants given to motherfuckers. With loans for the machinery to farm the land. The education needed to do that also included while, telling us, pull yourself up by your bootstraps even though you're barefoot. So how you like it here? Welcome to the Doug Rice Show, where I keep it 100,000% real, because this shit is hitting a little too close to home. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so, I still don't know if this is correct. Supporting illegal immigration means opposing black workers. I don't think so. No. Because opposing illegal immigration would not be supporting black workers. How about that? Hey, baby! All right, so 7:39. Look, I do about a 40-minute show and I'm done. But it's Thursday. You're creeping on the weekend. You know what's happening. I got my NASA onesie on, drinking Folgers, the breakfast of champions. No, damn it. Anyway, y'all are creeping up on Friday. You'll make it. You understand? If you need to, just look over this live again. It'll be somewhere you can access it. And For God's sake, folks, pay attention to what's going on. The natives aren't the ones getting restless. You understand? It's not the natives that are getting restless. They're just getting hopeful. Everybody else getting in their feelings. My advice is that you steer what they call the fuck clear. Now, you can only get so far away as you wait for the kingdom. You can only get so safe. You can only avoid caucasity so much. But there's a tool. There's a rule. Oh, yes, there is. The only thing you need to do is to go about this penal colony for Negroes and not fucking smile. The fuck? You find something funny? Listen, if you walking about this place with a smile on your fucking face, God help you if I see you. Because there's only one protection that will stave off the wolves at the door. You know what that is, don't you? Some of you getting ready to work in right now, aren't you? I almost let you slide out of your goddamn car. You 8 a.m. workers just put that fucking car in park. Now look, you're about to get out. You know what awaits you. You know what's going on. You avoid all contact. Here's how you do it. Steel yourself. Center yourself. Sit in the car. Breathe. And then, as you're about to snatch open that fucking door, let that air hit you in the face, you do one thing. You hear me, Hebrews? Get that goddamn grin off your faces. Good morning.